Hey, what is up? Welcome to another daily episode of the YTM show. And as usual, man, super excited to be here. This episode is quite special because I usually record those ones uh, either afternoon, evening-ish. And I got productive today. I got really productive and I was like, you know what? I'm going to record it slightly earlier. Which got me thinking about today's topic. By the way, if you're new here, if this is the first time that you come across me, you come across one of my streams, one of my live, the podcast, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever, whichever way, wherever you're coming from, I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you with open arms and massive biceps. And this daily show is pretty much about self-development. It's about like giving you tips, technique, hacks, like things you could do in order to improve your life. And this is a show which is brought to you by Rise, which is my coaching platform. And I would appreciate only if you get some value from what I'm about to share. I would appreciate if you give it a thumbs up, give it a like, comments are always welcome because I would love to get feedback from you. I'm constantly improving, I'm constantly trying to get better, I'm constantly looking to, one second, I'm constantly trying to get better, and in order to do so, I need to listen, and I need to listen from you, from your feedback. So your feedback is always welcome. If you're listening on the podcast, your subscription is also welcome. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Anchor, pretty much all the audio stuff. So today's topic is pretty interesting. I've just written a blog about it, so I thought I would just come in there and then obviously share it with you as a live audience, because it's much better when it's live. It's much better when we sit down and then we discuss about these things. Today we're going to be talking about the myth of time management. You know, like, if you're one of those people, and I am one of those people, by the way, if you ever found yourself saying things like, I don't have time, I can't commit to this right now, I'm too busy, what else again? I need to have time with the kids, need to spend time with the missus, generally anything and everything related to time, you want to stick around because we're going to break the myth of time management. And what I mean by breaking it, I'm going to give you practical tips, advice, hacks on how to effectively, I'm not going to say manage your time because that's a term I'm not really for, but how to effectively manage your time. At the end of this episode, I want you to be able not only to manage your time, but I want you to be able to create time for yourself, because that's what this is all about. And there's a huge myth about time management. Especially, I work with a lot of guys, adults, fathers, business people, and they all say the same thing. I'm too busy. I don't have time. It's hard for me to get enough time for myself. And I look back at my personal history. I did struggle with time as well. I had a huge problem with what we call time management. And it wasn't until I started implementing those 5 hacks that I've seen change, like drastic changes in my life, in my productivity. And I want to start by saying that bad things happen when you have too much free time. If you like me, and I'm sure you are because you're listening, you're watching this podcast, if you like me, you will know that you will believe and agree with me when I say that bad things happen when you have too much time. When you have too much time, you end up binge eating. When you have too much time, you end up watching a whole season of a series on Netflix when your time could have been used for more productive stuff. When you have too much time, you spend too much time playing on the PlayStation, man. And I'm not saying that those things are bad per se, they're not. But if you spend too much of your time doing those things, you'll have to pay the price. And ultimately, what I want to show you in this stream is how you could efficiently and effectively create time for yourself. So remember, bad things happen when you have too much time free. If most people I work with obviously have a problem with binge eating, and binge eating usually happens at night when they're not doing anything and they're sitting down watching TV or a series or something like that, and they just end up like eating the whole pot of ice cream, which obviously we know is not good enough for you. So tip number one, control time. Do not let time control you. I want you to be in control of your time. I want you to not be subject to a certain time frame. I want you to establish the time frame. And what I mean by that, in terms of real practical implication or application of this, first of all, set a bedtime. Okay, most people will have an alarm. I would say like over 90% of the people, and that's a guess by the way, 90% of the people have an alarm. They have an alarm to wake up every morning. What I want you to do after you've watched this stream, or probably now, you're probably on your phone anyway, so just pause the video and then go to your phone settings and create an alarm to go to bed. Okay, so what you want to do is, like, let's say that you need 7 hours of sleep. Well, create an alarm to go to bed so that you get exactly 7 hours of sleep. Because the reality is, and I was in this group of people before, whenever your alarm rings in the morning, chances are you will press the snooze button to get those extra 8 minutes, those extra 9 minutes of sleep. And the reality is, it doesn't make a difference, man. Dude, if you sleep in an extra 8 minutes, it doesn't make a difference. An extra 9 minutes is not making a difference. What this is showing that you haven't slept enough, you're probably tired, and you just want to press the snooze button to get some extra time. Instead, what you should have done was having a set time to go to bed. And by doing so, you stay in control of your time. Truth being told, those 9 minutes, they're not making any difference. And this is something I do. This is something I'm currently doing. I set up my bedtime to be at 4:30. Actually, no, sorry. Set up my bedtime to be at 9:30 in the evening. So 9:30, I'm going to bed. And I may not fall asleep at 9:30, bang on, but at 9:30, I'm in bed, and my goal is to sleep within the next 30 minutes. By doing so, obviously I sleep 7 hours, I'm up by 4:30 in the morning. Now some people may say like, oh yeah, why would you wake up at 4:30 in the morning? This is crazy. I don't want you to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. That's me. That's what works for me. The idea I'm trying to convey here is have a set bedtime, because bad things happen when you have too much time. And most of the time bad things happen late at night when you alone watching TV and eating shit. That's when bad things happen. So what you want to do is have a bedtime. What I'm doing, 9:30 I'm in bed, 10 I'm asleep, 4:30 I'm up. Now for me, being up at 4:30 in the morning increases my productivity like drastically. I'm up at 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock I'm in the gym, 6:30 I'm done training. 6:30 I'm done with my training. Guess what? I'm back home, I do all the social media, all the emails, everything. By 8 o'clock, when most people wake up, I've already done like half of my day. Not half of my day, but like I've trained, I've done my content, everything is set up, emails I've replied to. So by 8 o'clock, when I'm having breakfast, I'm having a head start in my day. And that gives me power, and that gives me control. And again, like during this time from 4:30 to 8, I get to plan my day. I know like, okay, this is happening at this time, this is happening at this time, this is happening at this time, this is happening at this time. Now, for me as a transformation coach, obviously like I don't have time is it's probably the biggest, I won't say excuse, it's the biggest thing people are saying. People are saying that I don't have time to go to the gym, I don't have time to train, I don't have time to prep my meals. Now, I work 12 hours days, because I know people who actually work 12 hours a day, and my answer to them is always like, bitch, I work 14. So, what are you telling me? Like, if you're working long hours, you can still manage your time, and it's all about prioritizing. You know, for example, I say you work 12 hours, okay? So you work 12 hours, you sleep 7, that's 19 hours. Let's say 2 hours to commute back and forth work, so that's like what? That's 21 hours. You got 3 left. 3 hours, give 2 to your family, missus, and the kids. You know, spend some time with the family, that's really important. You still got 1 hour, man. 1 hour you can take care of yourself. You can actually take 1 hour to do some exercise. If you can't do 1 hour, do 30 minutes, man. Do 30 minutes. And it doesn't have to be like a big bodybuilding workout. It doesn't have to be like this massive giant thing. No, it doesn't have to. Like you just need to get moving, get energized. That's why I'm training in the morning as well. And I highly recommend you that you exercise in the morning, because you get so energized. You feel like you're in control of your day. When you wake up in the morning, and then I have to admit, leaving the house at 4:30 in the morning is a bit scary. I mean, nobody is up in the neighborhood. So like it's a bit like, oh, what the fuck, man? But after you finish your training, after you finish exercising, that spike of energy makes a massive difference. So no matter how busy you are, you can create time. And when we come back from the break, I'm going to tell you about another 2 hacks, which I'm sure will make a massive difference for you. So I'll see you after the break. Hey man, when was the last time you've actually been to the gym? Could have been yesterday, could have been today, could have been a few weeks ago. When you went to the gym, did you know how many sets you were supposed to do? How many reps? Did you know how long you were supposed to rest? If the answer to any of those questions was no, guess what? I've got you, man. I've got the workout Bible here with me, and this document I've got here is literally going to be a game changer for you. Whether your goal is fat loss, muscle gain, and strength, whatever fitness goal you have, this should be your Bible. And in this document, I've literally put down 4,500 hours worth of workout to cover any fitness goal. All you got to do right now is just grab yourself a copy, because we've got a sick offer, literally 80% off on this. Click the link below and then grab yourself the Bible. Right, welcome back. And tip number 4, man. We're talking about time management. We're talking about how to effectively and efficiently not only managing time but create time, because that's the whole goal, man. We want to create time. We only got like 24 hours in the day, and most adults are struggling with it. Most adults are struggling with time management. I don't have time, I can't do this now, I can't commit to this now, I've got the kids, I've got the wife, I've got work, I work long hours, I got to drive like 2 hours back and forth to work. I just don't have time. And the fact that you're not having time now is costing you. Probably costing you in your relationship, it's costing you money, it's costing you with your fitness. So I want to give you like practical tips and technique on how to create time. We're not managing time anymore. I want you to create time. So I told you earlier, number 1, set a bedtime. You know, most people have an alarm to wake up. Get an alarm. Set up an alarm to go to bed. And it requires discipline. You go to bed, pitch black, phone away. Literally, what I do, I put my phone like on my desk, and I'm in bed. You know, it's kind of like forcing me to get up when the alarm starts in the morning. Forcing me to get up and then go actually like pick up my phone. By then I'm already up. Okay. Number 2, in terms of fitness and time management, dude, you've got to like see your day in blocks. Even if you're working like 12 hours, you can still get like 30 minutes of exercise in. And a great resource for that is this right there, the workout manual. This is literally 4,500 hours of training, exercising that you can complete anywhere. You can do it in the gym, you can do it at home, like wherever you are. And those exercises, by the way, the first 4 weeks of these exercises is done at home. The workout are no longer than 35 minutes. There you go. Grab yourself a workout manual. I've got the link to grab it. It's on offer right now, 80% off. I mean, this is literally a gift. I want to give it to you because I know that most of you are struggling with time. So click the link, I believe in my bio, in the comments. There will be a link somewhere saying 80% off workout manual. Grab it, okay? And then start maximizing your time. Start creating more time for yourself. Tip number 4, hack number 4. You want to keep a journal, to plan, and you want to meal prep. Okay, journaling. I talked about it with my clients in Rise. Journaling is super important. It's one of the most powerful tools you have, and you should be journaling. Okay, in Rise we created a journal, which is obviously helping you like keep track of your day, your goals and stuff like that. But keep a journal, okay? Keep an agenda somewhere. Write down how is your day going. You know what I mean? How much time are you spending with the losers? How much time are you spending at work? How much time are you spending going to and coming back from work? How much time are you spending with the kids? How much time are you spending with the wife? How much time are you spending on fucking Netflix? Write down everything. Journal. And when you start journaling it, you can visualize. There's my journal right there. Like always journal things. Like write them down. Things which get written down get done. So once you got into the rhythm of journaling your day and everything, I want you to start looking at meal prepping, and I want you to really consider meal prepping. It's one of the biggest thing I'll say to save you time and money, especially in I'm going to talk about the fitness space, of course. If you're struggling with your fitness goal right now, chances are you're not planning enough and you're not prepared, especially when it comes to nutrition, man. Like, you've got to plan. I've got a client who came in, and I mean, we're talking about anything and everything with my client. Literally per week, he was spending 70 pounds on food because he wasn't prepared, because he was grabbing lunch on the go, because the morning coffee was £4, the lunch was £7. After work, he grabbed a snack as well, £3. He was spending £7. That's £280. So I was saying journaling and meal prepping super important because it's going to save you money and time, man. And you've got to do that. My client, he was spending like £70 per week. That's £280 per month. And when we look at what he was eating, we started meal prepping every Sunday. So we cook in advance all the meat and all the carbs. Okay? Freeze, then we fridge, then we microwave. That's the deal with that. And by doing so, we reduce the weekly spend from £70 to £40. We saved him like literally 43% of his money. And not only that he saved money, guess what? He's down £23 in 6 weeks. So plan and meal prep, extremely important. That's hack number 1, 2, 3. That's hack number 3. You've got to plan, you've got to meal prep, man. Like, and you can't tell me like it takes time, because it's going to take like what? Probably 3 hours to meal prep on a Sunday. And that puts you in a position of power, because throughout the week, you're free. You know what I mean? You don't have to meal prep, you don't have to do the guesswork. You just go, pick up the food, microwave, eat, you're in control. Remember I told you, like, control your time. Point number 4 or 5, I don't know whichever way we are. I'm going to do a recap anyway. Last point for today. Dude, you got to buy time, man. You literally have to buy time. If you need to, buy time. Okay? I know, like, a guy who was working like 12 hours days, and he was doing so many other things. And I'm like, dude, buy time. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, buy time. I mean, the guy is working from Monday to Friday, 12 hours days. Okay, cool. So he's already pretty shattered. Saturday comes, and then he spends 2 hours doing some gardening, mowing the lawn. The fuck? Sunday he takes his kid to the park, so obviously you can't buy time for that. But what he was doing on Saturday, those 2 hours, just pay somebody to do it. There are people doing that. And in my case, I don't mow my lawn anymore. I subscribe to a lawn mower, somebody who is coming to do my gardening every week. It does cost me money, but by doing so, I bought time. And this time is used for me to do the shopping every weekend, to spend time with my family, to go and visit clients, which obviously if I provide a good service to my clients, I'll make more money. So think about it, like buy time when you need to. If you got to do some, I know like we like to do like DIY, like as guys, if something breaks in the house, you got to do it, you got to put the TV up, you got to do that. If you know that's going to take you too much time, pay for it. Pay for somebody else to do it, man. And don't be afraid of doing that. When I've started implementing the concept of buying time, like things change drastically for me. And it's not necessarily being lazy, because those things I've done there. But I got to the point where like my day was so squeezed that I'm like, okay, you know what, I need to let go of this. The same thing like with business, like you got to hire people to do some stuff for you. You know what I mean? Like you can't do everything by yourself. Like if you think about it, so many tiny things in your life right now should be outsourced. Therefore, pay somebody to do it, man. Because you're going to probably do the gardening, okay? It's going to take you 2 hours probably. After that, you're tired. You rest another 2 hours and watching TV, eating shit, and then after that, that's it. That's how I felt when I was doing those things, and then you get lazy, and then the day is wasted. That's what happened. Though in those 2 hours, maybe you could have fit in a workout. Maybe you could have gone and done your weekly shopping. You know what I mean? And that, again, there's this saying, time is money. So use money to buy time. That's the 4 hacks I want to share with you today. And guys, if you're struggling with time, I want to put in your head that you don't manage it. You don't manage time. One of the greatest influencers of all time, I'm following Grant Cardone. You don't manage time, man. You create it. Okay? So tip number 1, set up a bedtime, man. Go to bed on time. Okay? Don't stay up late fucking watching Netflix, binge eating ice cream, watching fucking Love Island. Set up a bedtime and go to fucking bed. Number 2, fitness and time management. No matter how busy you are, you have time for exercise. I don't care, man. And you're not a bodybuilder to spend 2 or 3 hours in the gym. You don't even need to go to the gym. And that's why we've got like the Rise workout manual here. It's literally like, it's 80% off. This is £7. £7. You've got 4,500 workouts. You can do literally anywhere and everywhere. Okay? So click the link somewhere and then grab yourself the workout manual. You have time to exercise, walk, move, just move. That's what matters. Number 3, keep a journal. Keep a journal of all your activity throughout the day, what you're doing, who you're spending time with, like the whole thing. Keep a journal, okay? And with that journal, what you're gonna do, you're gonna start planning. And in planning comes meal prep. Prep your meals in advance. Tip number 4, and the last tip for today, buy fucking time. Buy it. Pay for it. Okay? Pay for the time. If you don't, you're going to end up in that vicious cycle, and it's going to be really, really hard to get out of it. So pay for it. If you got to pay for somebody to do your garden, do that. If you got to pay for somebody to do your shopping, do that. Like I hate shopping, for example. You know, and instead of going shopping over the weekend, sometimes, because I know like Saturdays, it's a nightmare going to the supermarket. And every man hates that. I've got to go to the supermarket with my missus and my kids. It's a nightmare. I fucking hate it. Guess what? When I'm really busy, really squeezed, I managed to convince my missus that we should order the shopping to get delivered home. You save time. You save at least 2 hours of headache running kids in the supermarket and then lifting heavy fucking bags. So buy time. If you need to, buy time. Guys, that's it for today's show, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from it. And this movement is pretty much organic, and I would truly appreciate your feedback in the comment section. I would truly appreciate your like, comment, share if you found value in anything I've shared today. And if you're listening on the podcast, please drop it a review. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know what you will want to hear from me. I truly appreciate. Until then, it's been your boy Oli. Peace out. Bye bye.